اسمتو برام بگو.
Karan. When I want to pronounce my name, I had this problem when I was a kid in Iran. When I tell someone my name, they don't understand it the first time or even second time or after 10 times.
They ask you what?
No, they call me Karan.
Okay.
And they think it's the same thing, but no, just because you write it the same way, it's not the same thing. Because I know they're not gonna pronounce it and they're gonna be like depressing conversation about it. I just try to avoid it. If I'm not supposed to see that guy more than a couple of times, I would just say Kevin.
Oh, seriously?
Well, I found Kevin with my last company because they wanted to put a English name on the resume, so they put Kevin, and now I'm Kevin.
Seriously?
Before that, it was actually AJ. Do you want to know the story of that one? So when I moved to America, I was very close to this guy. He was my roommate, and well, that was the only guy I know in the whole country. So I was getting very of his impressions, and his behavior was like going inside me because we were like together all the time. And we went to buy a burger. The guy asked for his name. His name was Arjang.
Oh, really? Okay.
So he said AJ, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, how can you even like think about moving like Arjang to AJ, because it makes sense.
It does.
And also AJ was my favorite singer from Backstreet Boys.
Oh, which one was that one?
AJ was like the tattoo guy, the bad boy.
Yeah.
So basically, both of them combined, I liked it, and I used to say I'm AJ.
So like when you go to a Starbucks, you're still AJ or Kevin?
Well, now AJ, because AJ is actually easier to pronounce.
Nice.
It's just with AJ.
So where do you use Kevin? So in Starbucks?
No, Kevin is pretty recent. Like I learned it last year. That's when they changed it on my resume. They picked me that name.
Why would they change your resume?
It should be English. You get more jobs if you have an English name.
Really?
Right.
And that's what, your advisor or HR person told you? Or?
No, it's out of university. It's a company it's like consultant. They find you jobs.
Yeah.
So they just changed my name because they know how people get hired. And I was actually happy about it because previously I work in computer science. You see how far a name can matter. Because I work in IT industry and software, there are lots of Indians. And there are lots of Indian companies. So when I posted my resume, Indians called me a lot. And some of them, when they see me, they just don't want me anymore. And guess what? Because Karan is also an Indian name.
I see.
So they think I'm Indian and I know the culture. And when they see me, I'm not Indian, and they're like, no. And I did some research on that. So I researched that Karan, why is it an Indian name? And I figured it was an Indian god.
Is Karan to begin
Karan.
with?
There is an Indian god. And I asked them, how is your god a person? And he said, we know we have a god, and every couple of 100 years or something in the back, it was like coming into a shape of a human.
Yeah, reincarnation.
Right. That. So they had many. So this is one of them. And I said, okay, what age was it? Because you would know. Like, for example, we know Jesus Christ is for 2,000 years ago. They would know their gods. You know, the prophets. And I traced that year back to our calendar. And I figured it's the same guy. It was the Persian king.
Was it? Okay, so what was his big,
So he was a Persian king who, when he invaded India,
seriously,
was nice to them rather than other Persian kings that invaded and killed them all.
Okay.
So they know that guy has a god. And he just obviously, for a very short portion of time, went there and then went back to his country. And people would believe whatever he says, so he said, I'm God, or whatever.
Sweet.
So, still, although this makes sense and it's a Persian king, but I knew that my name is a Persian king. It's the Shahnameh, my name is in the Shahnameh. But anyway, when they, even when I know this, I don't want to explain this to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they believe in that God, I'm screwed. I'm like telling him like, your God is bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
he's not gonna like it. So I just don't want to discuss my name with Indian people.
So then you become Kevin.
Kevin for Indians or AJ for random people.
Nice.
It's a good thing. I don't want to say it's a show off, but it's my name. I can't do anything
How
about it.
is it show off?
What?
How your name can be show off?
Because it's unique.
Well, yeah.
So if it is unique, then you're special somehow. I mean,
Okay.
I don't care. I do
You're
care.
one of those
I don't have anything to do with my name. I didn't even like vote it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of unique. Like whenever you hear Karan, you just think of me, no one else. And it's a name that people would remember. For some reason, although they don't know it, they can remember it.
True. Because it's so unique.
But they remember it as Karan though, but it's still
close. Even
but
I did that.
yeah.
Sorry.
Though it's just your second time.
Yeah.
I've seen people that like meet me for
Years.
5 years, like 4 years, and he was still calling me because he just liked to call me Karan.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was my coach for 4 years. But yeah, every time I was done with it. It's like, okay, call me whatever. That's actually how it started. Like now, I don't care about what people call me because I had to deal with it for 4 years. I'm like immune, so I don't care. I can just be AJ for someone that doesn't call me anytime, or Kevin for people who are having difficulties pronouncing it, like serious difficulties. And Iranians, it's just a matter of a few times. If you know it's gonna get fixed in a few times, you will try. So I actually now wonder, other people that you ask this from, or you're going to ask, like, how much can they talk about their names?
You believe me, a lot. My plan is to put all of these together, so have like a long, short film.
Long short film.
Yes, about just that, just stories around your name.
Yeah, it's very interesting actually. I'm actually interested to know other people's story. If there is a story.
There are lots of stories actually, not just one. All around one name.